Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam. We have Austin as Erich, Ryan as Henwick, Bob as Kalidan, Nick as Jimmy, here for the 64th session of the Underland Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Last time y'all wasted a bunch of time with your bag of beans. Hope you enjoyed it. Then Henwick wrote out some more spells. The rest of you got to the Mushroom Village, got the Veggie Pygmy Army pledged, and you gave the chief a stone. Y'all went to Narmexel. You gave a stone to wealthy upper-class folks who seem mildly disinterested, but intellectually curious.
They seem to be most concerned with the potential for profit for war selling.
Which is what I ham up. It's like, yeah, you got to get in on this.
And then y'all met up together, mansioned in the orphanage, letting kids enjoy the comforts for the night as you was headed to bed.
Before going to bed, I'd like to cast a spell.
What spell would you like to cast?
Sacrifice the children.
Death knell.
I cast Wish. With Wish, I cast Simulacrum. I cast it on myself. And create a Simulacrum of myself.
Now there's two Ryans.
I think one of them's derpy, though.
One of them has made out of snow and less health.
Yeah. And where do you put this new?
Travels with me.
Because it's not the if I die I become the Simulacrum, right? That's clone, right?
That's clone.
Yeah.
So what?
I think I don't remember what the actual use of Simulacrum was.
How long does that last?
I looked at it
Till it dies. Until I recast Simulacrum.
But it has all of his spells that they can use once because it can't, long rest.
Yeah, they can't rest and regate spells, so it's kind of a use it and lose it.
Can it cast Wish?
If I had Wish available at the time of the completion.
which he didn't because he just used it.
Yeah.
It would be funny though. Cast Simulacrum on itself.
Creatures you designate and ability your Superman is moving and acting in accordance with your wishes and acting on your turn in combat. It lacks the ability to learn or become more powerful, so it never increases in its level or other abilities, nor can it regain expended spell slots. It's damaged, you can repair it in an alchemy lab.
Or you just have Wish daily and you can make more simulacrums.
Shadow Jutsu go.
But I don't know, I'm pretty sure one breaks down once you get a new one.
But yeah. I handed off one of my extra spell component pouches that I carry around.
Because it still needs spell components.
Because it has no equipment.
So there's just a naked Henwick going around with a spell component pouch?
I think the assumption is that they at least have basic clothes, but maybe not. They could be naked, depending on how you interpret that.
There's just games. They come in with a loincloth and, a chest wrap.
They come on as your default art character.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, Ryan.
Yes. Okay.
You have a duplicate before bed.
Well, you didn't want to waste the wish.
I know we didn't.
I'm just saying. You could
Wish
make one
lets
of each
you
of us.
avoid,
The time and the cost.
the material components. I'm like, yep.
Just make one.
High
of
level
each.
play!
Wish just
I know you've wanted it for a while, so
Just make
Enjoy
one of
it.
each of us.
I can only cast it once. And
it would go away.
Yeah, as soon as I cast it again, it would...
Can you make it of anyone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a fun thing. You could make a simulacrum tomorrow.
there can't be two of me.
Well, there doesn't
Don't
necessarily
be
be two of you. Make a
can make one of
simulacrum.
So there's three of them.
Yeah. If anything, I'd make a second one of Bob there, so I'd have an adventuring companion and show him how it's done.
It follows your will. Just above
God,
it.
then you just have to, you go away, and you have to play yourself with half the hit points and unable to advance.
No, he just sits and goes, sing for me.
Yes!
Because I'm good at singing.
Just look at you. This is what you could be! If you just embraced adventure!
But really, the only restriction is that it has to be a humanoid. You can make it of whoever.
You could make one of his simulacrum. Half the hit points again.
No, he couldn't of my simulacrum because it's a construct. So it wouldn't be a potential target. Or at least I don't think that's how that works. I think that's how that works.
So if your simulacrum had wish, could it cast wish
Yes.
to make another simulacrum?
Not of itself.
Not of itself, but of another person.
I would think that we're getting into rules interpretation levels, but
then
I would
it's just you with one last wish slot and simulacrums all the way down.
the way that it gets ruled for like Adventure League and all that kind of stuff is
No
that
copies of copies.
Well, but the simulacrum is considered you for the purposes of that nonsense. So if it cast wish to make a simulacrum, it would essentially delete itself.
And theoretically, if you had 2 ninth level spells, one wish would make a simulacrum, then the simulacrum only has 1 ninth level spell, cast wish, and then the next one has 0 ninth level spells.
No, it casts it on him, which would make him a copy of him, which would still have 1 wish.
Yeah, but you do essentially get into a loop of a simulacrum, constantly making the same dude.
It's a fun thought experiment.
I know!
No, the real achievement.
Do you go to bed, though?
No, the real achievement.
As you're all sitting up and a few of the orphans are in on the...
Look at this simulacrum!
There's like, what are the implications of this?
It's really uncomfortable as it's covering...
The moral implications.
covering itself with a spell component.
It's got more than spell components in that pouch.
The real implication with the simulacrums is then using polymorph to bypass the hit point problem. And yeah, you're a dragon now.
Nope.
In fact, all my simulacrums are dragons now. I'm sorry, fighter. You have been made redundant.
No, the best part is you walk up into a town that's all staffed by just one dude.
Oh,
The entire town is one guy, and he's the head of the council.
Welcome to the town of
speaking
Gary.
of that, I have ended up meeting up with a quite old brass dragon. Did anybody want to be one?
Like,
It's a weird question to ask.
Permanently, or...
I wonder for how long.
Until you get tired of it. You can also shapeshift into a humanoid form in case you're too big.
I mean, yeah?
Nah, I'm pretty stoked on being me. So,
Okay.
you know.
And it's like,
I'll
I can
pass.
hook you up. If you give me a day to prepare it, then I'll go ahead and hook you up with making you a dragon. But tomorrow we've got something to do.
I'm just saying, I'm going to be a dragon guy.
Then shapeshift back into yourself?
Yes, and wear my armor with my axes. And I'm just waiting for someone to screw up enough that I turn into a goddamn dragon. Because you know who doesn't have to worry about their parents dying? Batman and a dragon. I think this will be good.
Everyone go to bed?
Emotion.
Yeah.
Yep. It's bedtime.
Good morning. Woo!
Are you sure you don't want
You have
dreams?
terrible dreams. Ravens being eaten by brass dragons. It's really,
And
really nightmarish.
and there's just 1,000 Ryans sitting there filling out paperwork.
Alright. So, go ahead and...
We're going to go to the other Dwarven town and try to get their council on board? Or are we just going to go start exploring down there?
Get their board on council.
Well, first things first is that I'm going to try to see if we can help Murial first.
Who?
Murial.
Oh, right.
The
Celestial Sacred.
celestial lady.
Remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one that we don't remember.
So, we're going to go ahead and check and see if this works first.
I like turtles.
So, anyway, I go ahead and bow my head in prayer.
Where are you at this point? Are you still in the mansion open to all the children?
Well, I guess it's time for people to, have their morning breakfast. I'll let them have that, and if they want to get washed up before they head out for the day, and then we can usher them out.
Okay.
But yeah, say have our morning breakfast and get washed up, and then let everybody out, and then we can do it. And inside the mansion or outside, either which way is fine, I guess.
I hope
inside the mansion would probably be more discreet.
Yeah.
Than opening up some portal to another plane directly in the middle of the temple of the dwarven god.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, go ahead and bow.
I mean, while we're opening portals, might as well offer them a exit. Hey, you guys want to go to where's your god at? Want to see him?
Just kick the door open to God. Hey, we're here for a visit, dude.
Just over the portal.
Field trip.
Yeah, see that up there? That's the mountain he lives on, right there.
So, yeah, I hope the lady hand out food. After all, she's the deity. I probably need to make myself a proper sigil.
Inquisitor's going to come knock on our door like we hear you've been spreading heresy.
Turn my god book.
He has a really hard time really spreading anything because he doesn't talk to anyone.
Talk to her.
Hey man, the gods know. They'll send an Inquisitor down.
No, I
turn
she's
my
one of
god
the people
book
I
to the
speak to.
page about Pelor, and then bow my head in prayer and say, "Oh Lord Pelor, we have a angel named Murial who's been corrupted by diabolic magic that we found in Nessus, and we were looking to help to restore and cleanse them, but the good gods that we've known tend to be less sympathetic and would think that they would just end up destroying them. So I turn to you and would ask that you allow me to approach your realm in order to bring Muriel the angel to you."
So we're not going to Heronius.
No.
I'm just saying, I'll go. See, I approve of this mission. This seems like a valid usage of our time. Not like going to hell was. This seems like useful stuff.
Hey, all the other good deities are kind of dickish, so...
Depends on what they are. Like, some of them are nice, like Cord. He's pretty
Core's
cool.
pretty cool.
But he's not like somebody that I would go to for
Healing?
cleansing somebody of diabolic corruption.
St. Gooseberg.
No, he would
not a
probably
good-
murder it. And he's neutral.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. He follows
He's
the
not
rules.
a good I think, whatever, some of the, like the halfling deity's pretty good.
Isn't he the crazy one?
No,
If we're in
that's
Forgotten
the
Realms,
gnome-
there's a bunch of them.
That's the gnome deity. Who's
You're
the
not.
crazy one.
Isn't the halfling one the dick one, Glittergold?
No, she's the cornucopia lady.
Oh.
That's
Yandala.
yeah.
Yeah, Glittergold's the gnome.
Yeah.
And he's lawful good. Super nice guy. Never murdered any races.
I don't think he's lawful.
He's the guy who says,
So,
"Will it explode? Let's see."
I send that prayer off, and then I'm going to attempt to cast Gate into Elysium.
How specific does Gate?
Let's see. For you conjure a portal linking an unoccupied space that you can see within range to a precise, which is 60 feet. With a precise location of a different plane of existence, the portal is circular, opening 5 to 20 feet in diameter. You can orient the portal in any direction that you choose. Lasts for the duration, which is 1 minute. The portal has a front and back where it appears. Travel through the portal is only possible by moving through its front. Anything that does is instantly transported to the other plane, appearing in an unoccupied space nearest to the portal. Deities and other planar rulers can prevent portals from the spell from opening in their presence or anywhere within their domains. When you cast a spell, you can speak the name of a specific creature. Pseudonym, title, nickname doesn't work. If that creature is on a plane other than the one that you are on, a portal opens and the named creature's immediate vicinity and draws the creature through it to the nearest unoccupied space on your side of the portal. You gain no special power over the creature, and it is free to act as the DM deems appropriate. It might leave, attack, or help you.
So you basically said Pelor, gated, in hopes Pelor would show up in our little mansion.
No.
No.
I'm trying to open a portal directly into Pelor's domain.
Okay, so you, at least as far as I am aware, have never been in Pelor's domain.
No.
And so it's a precise location on a different plane of existence. Precisely where?
I will try to guess as best as I can using my god book as a resource.
Where are you aiming for? What is your goal?
The
Pelor's front door.
yeah, basically Pelor's wherever the center of Pelor's domain is on Elysium.
Which is why I said it may have been easier just to try to summon Pelor to us.
Yes, trying to gate a deity to pull them through isn't going to function.
No, we're not going to do it.
He knew you'd do that, like 18 weeks before you did it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was mildly amused at that point.
That's why he asked him first. Maybe asking nice and then gating him to him. He would let that happen.
No. I was
Nope, when
never,
Angel comes up, this is Pelor's answering machine.
I
Please
was
leave a
I was
message.
never going to bring him to us.
Yeah.
It was always going to be us going to him.
Please leave the message at the beep. Don't you mean beep? No.
That get.
Ow!
We
He
would want,
just like
we
shows
would
up.
want
He
to
just
be
like
in
ow.
his domain anyway
Yeah.
for what we're going to be doing.
So,
I'm pretty sure.
sorry, I have to look something up. I wasn't aware where you were extraplanar traveling.
I'm pretty sure Pelor's got like a palace or something. I'm sure when we go to Elysium, we can find it.
Yeah, I'm sure as soon as we get there and get in range of his domain, it'll be obvious enough.
You mean
He
with
is a
that
god.
giant glow ball above his thing? The sun god man?
Yeah, I'm sure the sun's going to be easy
Okay.
enough to look.
Are you? So you're lawful neutral. You're chaotic.
Good?
He's chaotic good, and you're
Lawful neutral.
so he and I are the only good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Nice guy.
No, I'm nice guy. I'm neutral good.
You don't even want to go on an adventure. How
I
can
wanna
you-
go on
how
this
can- How
adventure.
can you be a good person?
I specifically would like to go on this
If you're not even
adventure.
willing to
Make a charisma check. I'll even let you do persuasion.
Doesn't he have a negative in that?
Yeah.
Well, most certainly. But I know he doesn't have a negative to skills, so it's...
9.
A 9?
Yeah.
No, okay. That's what I guess. 2.
Has to see if he can lucky his luck.
Yeah.
Probably not. Not to be a
That
negative
seems like the
answer.
kind of fun 5th edition wouldn't allow.
Yeah,
See,
5th
I
edition
feel-
hates fun.
I feel
Spend on
when it says you
roll
have to
D20
use
when-
the roll, that's just like normal roll. Unless you do something to change that roll. It just means you can't go back to the previous
you have
roll.
3 luck points. Whenever you make an attack ability or saving throw, you can spend 1 luck point to roll an additional d20. You can choose to spend one of your luck points after the roll, but before that, you choose which of the d20s is used for the. You can also spend.
Yeah, you totally can.
I don't see anything that says that I can't spend more than
it
one.
says specifically that you can as long as it's before you know the outcome.
Yeah.
And you don't know the outcome, you just suspect.
Yeah. Maybe it's a really low DC he doesn't know.
Alright, so 14, or no,
That's
16.
amazing. Yeah.
Which makes... What is your total?
16's my
16?
total. No, I rolled
You can get a portal with that.
I definitely want to go on this adventure.
Is your
Well,
god
there's a-
even good?
Yeah.
There's a big old gate right there if you want to go on the adventure.
Oh, I'm going on the adventure.
Let's go.
That's the spirit. We'll make an adventure out of you yet, Kalidan.
As you're eyeing the crap out of this simulacrum, we'll make an adventure out of you yet.
Yes, come on, simulacrum.
You know what would be horrible? He makes a simulacrum out of you, but it has no armor. It's just like it's not a Kalidan.
It probably doesn't have the same emotional issues that I have, so it should be fine. Because you have to remember, my dude's crazy for a reason.
Did anyone not go through?
No.
No, we'll go.
Yeah, I was like, the way you worded that sounds like no, you didn't go through. But I know your character, so I know you did go through. I wasn't really asking you. That's somewhere you haven't been.
Yeah.
Well,
That's true.
or hasn't been in a while. We're not sure.
Yeah.
Neither.
He has, as of yet, not made up some crap about it.
I also make sure that all of my... Before we go, I make sure that all of my minions and everything are put away, stored carefully.
Not exactly a place to be hopping around undeads.
Nope.
They might be unsatisfied.
Unmade.
Isn't that the one sickling point Pelor has? He really hates undead.
Yes.
He is not a fan.
Yeah, he's not a fan. They're unnatural.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
You step out onto a street cobbled with rubies before a neatly made golden gate.
Damn it, we're in San Francisco.
Some sort of blue stone material going out on the walls of the gate is for beautiful fields with dotted trees and small cottages in the area behind you. A series of ruby steps going upwards through the other side of the gate.
Dotted trees. Trees with dots on them.
Trees
the
dotted
area is-
around.
Dotted with trees.
No, I'm pretty sure it's trees with dots on them.
No, polka dot trees sound pretty cool, though.
Just super sweet.
Pelor is awesome, you know. Polka dot trees.
Super sweet.
We're going with it.
Super sweet polka dot trees.
Polka dot trees.
Why are your trees polka dotted? It's super sweet.
Pretty cool. Yeah, so...
So, looking around, there's the gate in front of us. Well, is there a building beyond the gate? There's just stairs
Like I
going
said,
up.
it's stairs going up, and the walls, both in and out, are sort of blue. It's like a lapis kind of stone mortar, some sort of turquoise appearance. But yeah, going up.
Okay, I will ascend the ruby stairs.
Well, there's this giant blue metal gate in front of us?
No, it's a golden gate.
Oh, golden gate.
Golden Gate.
Like a bridge.
Is it closed?
I mean, yeah, it's close.
Is it locked?
Is there a knocker?
There's not a knocker.
Is it locked?
Probably.
Define locked.
As
If
in-
I push on it, does it open?
No.
If I pull on it, does it open?
No.
I walk over it.
Well, it goes up to the
It's
this is
the
a building.
archway. Yes, you're in front of a building.
I thought we were on a field, and there was
The
just a
field
wall
is behind you.
going out for miles in each direction. Since it's like, can I see over it? I thought it was just.
Yeah,
oh,
no, you're at
It's
a
a
blue,
building.
a blue stone building.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a gate; it's a door.
Well, it's a gate in that you can see through it. It's
Oh, it's like
A
bars.
portcullis.
yes, it is bars. Yeah.
Can I fit through the bars?
You can fit your arm through.
Oh, but not like I can't fit
No.
through. No.
No.
Excuse me, Lord Pelor, I beseech thee.
I just knock on the door.
Kind of rattles a bit.
they need a good handyman.
I mean,
Is there anybody around?
You see, nowhere near here, but there are some people back in the field, some distance away, only behind.
Okay.
I forget, which of the cantrips makes your voice booming?
thaumaturgery.
I have that.
I have that.
Or you can fake it out with minor illusion.
My illusion can make sounds. Thaumaturgery specifically makes you.
They're all
louder.
doing that, and I just kind of start praying.
To a different god, not Pelor.
I don't know. Am I allowed to? I read the stupid book thing.
You're
Is that
allowed to pray
alright
whatever
with
you want.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I shoot a pray out to Pelor saying, "Hey, we're here
Man,
with
it's
the
busy.
angel.
Phone's ringing off the hook.
Yeah, if you could, we're at a gate. We're out front. Please send help." Did it work?
You look up and nothing seems to be happening.
I
You do
shall-
see that there's a latch on the other side of the gate.
I reach and touch the latch.
Anything this?
Oh, open the gate. Thanks.
I'm just going to assume that latch wasn't there before.
Well, if it was, really the only one with any reason to be embarrassed is Erich, who is rattling with the game.
As I
Well,
just reach
I
through
feel,
and
you
throw
know-
a latch, and you're like, good, you're learning.
I, on the other hand, figure flipping that latch is technically breaking into Pelor's house. Now he can smite us.
That is a bit on the fence there.
But he prayed for guidance and saw a latch and felt that was from Pelor.
Absolutely. Right?
I mean, might as well, right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm going through.
That's what you would do.
I'm going through. You're going to be out-adventured by me?
Yeah, let's go.
Before
You're going to
I
be
walk in,
out-adventured by the stick in the mud? I don't think
Hey,
so.
man, be careful.
prestidigitation
He's
my
learning.
shoes, clean them, dusting my feet off before I walk into God's house.
Nothing wrong with that.
Don't want to track mud in
Hey,
God's
man,
house.
dusty shoes is how you show respect for the journey you went on to get here.
How did you get dirty?
To Fharlanghn, baby.
How did you
Yeah,
get
showing up
dirty?
with clean
We were at
shoes
the
to
mansion
Fharlanghn
all
is
night. They
insulting.
would have cleaned your stuff for you.
He was wearing booties to keep the dirt inside.
It's got to be that urchin background.
There's always rats coming out of the woodwork, begging me to let them come on journeys.
I need
Just
to-
trying to be adopted left and right. Freaking rats everywhere.
I grease myself up
It's
every
a real
morning to
problem.
get double speed through cities.
Man, you better get some parents real quick, otherwise this orphan business is it's a big problem.
So we're heading into Pelor's house.
So you head up the flight of stairs, basically 2 levels. It's well lit room above, but you end up in sort of a golden room. There are a few
More rubies.
angels.
A lot of rubies in here, too.
The floor itself.
Is it rude to point out the last guy we knew that really liked rubies?
Probably.
I mean, that guy was really into red.
The rubies are essentially ubiquitous. I mean, look at Ouija's.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't make fun of Ouija. She is my god.
Asmodeus is a god now, too, and he likes rubies.
Everybody likes rubies.
They're pretty nifty.
Apparently.
They're my most used spell component.
And that's only because you're not a cleric, and then it would be diamond dust, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Silver and diamonds are the cleric's domain.
Ah, yes.
Well, do any of these solars have bows?
Shoot
None out.
Do any of them look familiar? Like a guy who previously shot me with an arrow.
No, you cursed them, remember? They're bound to that place.
Yeah.
Looking for them would be a waste of your time.
And likely they were probably, our archons?
They had slaying arrows.
Those were totally solars.
Yeah.
But these are angels, so it's a mix.
So,
Someone in
whatever.
a corner.
Different types.
Wait, that?
Someone in a corner.
Somebody acknowledges the mortals in the room.
Tooting a violin.
It's Sherlock. You know he played a viola. Which is apparently a different instrument.
They're basically the same.
Violin, viola, cello, bass. I'm getting progressively bigger.
Aru.
I played the violin. It was a horrible decision. I was too big.
Where's
for
the fiddle on that line?
It's a violin.
They're the same thing. It's
It's a violin.
it.
I disagree. I've heard both those instruments played. They do not sound the same.
Same instrument played different ways. It's awesome.
Give me the banjo version of the instrument, please.
They
Well,
have the
somebody's got a violin. I asked them. Walk over and ask them if they. Where's Pelor? We're looking for Pelor.
Like you don't know his name.
You know.
Yes. Probably holding audience.
Oh.
Should we get in line?
Yeah, there a wait that we have to go and...
Yes. Have you let him know?
No, he should know. Yeah.
Sit down in one of these fancy angel-filled couches and wait for our turn.
There's no seating provided in the room.
Oh.
There are some people that are sitting on the floor, in half circles, talking to each other.
So who's the violin angel?
The violin is not an angel. It is a human.
Oh, a human?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing here?
Obviously, of godly skill
Just
or
like,
something.
how you doing? First time?
I play to the delight of others.
Oh. I am famed adventurer Erich Rauda. And let me tell you some tales. Perhaps I can entertain you for a time. It's been a long and harrowing journey to reach this point in life. There's been...
I hand Eric the book about Eric. Can I give him an advantage on telling him stories about himself?
No,
Guess what? I put him in such a nice bardic way, so if this guy ever wants to say a bard's tale about Erich Raspe, they're in song form.
You might want to let him tell the stories and then try to, pawn the book off on him.
If you were collection of stories.
If he wanted a complete adventure collection.
Only 4 easy payments.
In a time of warlords, gods, and kings.
But there you go, 28. Performance. I tell a story.
28.
I mean... yeah, that's right, math. That's right.
Did you not do very well?
I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bonus should be correct.
16? Yeah.
It's a large bonus.
Mm-hmm.
12. Oh, that's one low.
Oh, no,
29.
no. Oh, yeah. It's double proficiency, not double stat. Yep.
Yeah. So that's a plus 17.
You haven't done that for a lot of your stats.
Yeah, I mean, it never goes up.
It did just recently go up. You just recently got new proficiency bonus. Remember? Few of you have missed that.
Yeah.
Because I looked at your sheets between times.
I did most of them.
It's supposed to be at 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm fine. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks like I just missed performance. It's been a harrowing journey.
Sometimes I forget to write down my bonuses. Very harrowing.
I believe directly into our delving into hell and the rescuing of an angel. It was harrowing. Such loss, such dreadfulness. But even down there, we found the bloom of holiness. Anyway, we're trying to fix her, so that's why we're here.
Is it repairable?
Hence, we wanted to get a god involved.
Yeah,
No
she goes,
idea.
Dude goes, is it repairable? I just go, all things through faith.
That's a good answer.
I look up really confused. I didn't realize I said it out loud.
And 5 days pass.
I don't know. I'm kind of busy.
When we ask around, it's like, so is the wait period like, mortal lifetimes of waiting, or?
Not usually, though
I would,
time is given, time is needed. Yeah. Enjoy it. You do not need to sleep. You do not need to eat.
Well, I wouldn't be staying for 5 days. I got stuff to do.
How do you get out of Elysium?
With wish.
he
Oh,
can just
okay.
wish himself away.
I'm not leaving.
But I'm supposed to sit here. Well, that's true. I could do 4 or 5 days of shenanigans in Elysium with wish.
Yeah.
I mean, the stairs are right there.
Just go hang out in
I mean,
fields.
have you been here before?
No, none of us have been to Elysium before.
You just start, pulling out your
You know how
compass.
powerful we were when we met you. We haven't left your side since then.
Well, to be fair,
No, him.
It's true.
I was asking if he's
He
ever
did.
been there.
No.
So,
So you don't. I don't have a feeling to sleep here.
Nope.
No.
No. Oh. Then I reattune my compass. Like on the first day, then I notice I'm not sleeping. That happens. I reset the compass.
What do you mean?
He hasn't reset it since...
It's still pointing to the freaking Underdark. And
Yeah.
I know that I can make it go somewhere else if I focus real hard. So I'm spending time to make it point me somewhere on this plane. I am not spending 4 days talking about myself, even if I do that all the time.
His narcissism has
Just trying
limits.
to remember the compass. It points at something interesting. With where you are, it can do nothing but point into the next chamber.
Well, when I do that, is that what it points to?
Yeah!
Alright. Here be.
He tries to go to...
Just walk on in.
I believe we're supposed to wait till
There
someone
are
calls
a
it.
pair of Solars standing inside that gate.
Well, can I go through?
You may go through in your time.
I'd
Alright.
say it's about now.
That's the compass, not a watch.
I do not believe that your time has yet come.
No, my compass says I'm supposed to be in there.
And at the proper moment.
That is not how compasses work.
That's
You're
how time
arguing that the thing that's saying what time it is not a watch.
Hey,
That's your current argument for them letting you in right now is, but this isn't a watch, so...
my point stands.
Alright, but we get 5 days of doing whatever we want.
You have 5 days without need to... So, do you have more things to write down?
No.
I was going to say, this would be the perfect moment for you.
No, I don't have any additional stuff to write down. However...
So, there's the dude with the music.
Mm,
And they're like...
And
other
there are
kinds
a
of-
handful of other very slowly rotating out and in, mostly angels, maybe a couple mortals, but petitioners that are coming here to wait.
Does they would look like they're crafting? Or have anything interesting that I could study that has been crafted? Usually smithing stuff, obviously. I don't really care about paintings.
okay.
Nothing.
I know
well
this is
smithed.
kind of the wrong game
Yeah,
for this.
nothing well smithed to quite that extent. I mean, there are fine weapons at the sides of there's some exquisite maces held by a few of the angels.
Well, I'll go. We're just staring at the mace.
Okay.
Looks down as it's right at his hip, and you're there.
I in 5 days, I try to use diplomacy to make friends with all the angels I can as they rotate in and out. Roll? Okay.
I use Wish to sequester a single copper coin to be rediscovered by a rich man whose wealth brought him no happiness.
Here, in Pelor's temple, where he lives.
Yes.
Why?
I feel like that's something that would be really unlikely to happen.
So it would be funny when it does.
But why would you want them to get a copper coin?
I feel like a gold would be patronizing, but I feel like a copper might give them a push into realizing something about themselves.
You're allowed to do it.
37.
Okay.
Just disappear a copper.
Well, the best part is that when it actually happens, you found the copper of the famed adventurer Erich Rauda.
No, just scratch into the copper, love your family.
Loving yourself is not a selfish action.
Nah, it's a regular copper.
Yeah.
Well, shit, if that's what we're doing, I guess we do just spend 5 days talking about how great I am.
Okay, day 1, Wish. Cast Crate Homunculus.
Just using Wish. I'm going to make
Aren't you
this
turning
thing,
me into
I'm
a
gonna make
dragon?
this thing, I'm gonna make this
Yeah,
thing.
that's true. Okay, on day 2, I go ahead and cast True Polymorph to turn Kalidan into an adult brass dragon.
Take note, this makes you an actual dragon. You no longer have your skills or abilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you lose your feats, but you are now a adult brass dragon.
Yeah, just might as well just get a new character sheet because that one doesn't exist until you stop being a brass dragon.
So I don't have class at all either?
No, you are a brass dragon.
But you are a brass dragon. Which at this point...
Bronze dragon. Bronze
Bronze.
dragon.
There you
Yeah, it was
go.
correct.
But
There
that's
was
the biggest
confusion.
point, is like, you basically don't have the character sheet anymore. You're now a dragon.
That's
1000% a dragon. Until you die, in which case you go back to your character sheet.
Alright, I need a new character sheet. For Kalidan, the brass dragon, who's still super interested in forging.
If you're true polymorphed and you gain a level, can you start taking classes again?
So, I don't have any levels anymore either. So the 17 levels just disappeared. Poof.
Well, it's not like it disappeared. It's like shape-shifting, man.
You're just suppressing your character sheet for now.
Yeah, you overrid it with dragon stats.
And then I can polymorph into a person, you said?
Yep, because
But not the you that had levels.
Yeah, I know.
But the you looks like you.
yeah, you could look like you.
And still have the stats of a brass dragon.
Yes.
Will I have all my stuff still?
If you took it
don't-
off beforehand.
Yeah, if you took it off before.
Yeah, if you take your stuff off, then you could wear it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna strip, get turned into a brass dragon.
So you first created the homunculus. You are allowed to do that.
Okay.
I get the feeling I'm not allowed to be a brass dragon.
I don't necessarily know why. I'd have to see, but
I mean, I'd be happier if I was a gold or a silver dragon. Silver dragon, specifically,
I
by the way.
had
Yeah, as long as they didn't change him from 3.5, because it's the last time I looked at him. Which I'm sure they have.
I don't know, at this point, is a bronze or brass, whatever you said, actually weaker than Kalidan?
Probably.
No.
CR wise, it would be.
hit points wise,
Yeah, adult bronze dragon, CR 15.
what do your
My stats?
yeah?
You have them. 20 strength.
No, I don't mean actual stats. I mean like your attack. What is?
11 with a 1d8 plus 2d6 fire.
This is plus 12 with a 10-foot reach and 2d10 plus 7 for your bite and 2d6 for plus 7 for your claws
Do I get 3 attacks?
and 2d8 plus 7 for your tail. You can use Frightful Presence and make 3 attacks, 1 with the bite, 2 with its claws.
Yeah, so same
Also,
number.
again, you said adult.
Yep.
Adults don't have the ability to change shape.
Ooh. No, they do. Yeah, adult bronze dragons. Change shape.
Was it bronze or brass?
It's bronze.
Okay.
Nick kept saying brass.
So did I.
Yeah.
Okay. Adult bronze too. Adult brass, you have to.
Yeah. Adult bronze magically polymorphs into a humanoid or beast that has a challenge rating no higher than its own. Your new form retains
Okay,
its
so you-
alignment, hit points, and the ability to speak, proficiencies, legendary resistance, layer actions, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. This is your dragon form retains that kind of stuff.
So once your dragon polymorphs into the you still have legendary resistances.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you get legendary resistances.
Well, I think you need the layer for those to work.
No.
I think
You need a layer for layer action.
Yeah, for layer actions to work, you need a layer.
just saying I no longer need a carpet to fly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're usually underground. I don't know if you would fly and fit under there.
I don't know.
It's
just,
a 80-foot fly speed and a 40-foot swim speed.
yeah, but how big is a large? Or is it adult? Is it just large or is it
Huge.
huge? Yeah, there's a lot of the times I can still go through.
But you now have polymorph will, so you can turn into small birds and stuff.
Yep. Humanoids, birds, aquatic stuff. As long as it's lower than 15, which is every animal.
You can be a T-Rex.
I don't want to be a T-Rex. I want to cure cancer.
But yeah, stats, 25 strength, 10 dex, 23 con, 16 intelligence, 15 wisdom, 19 charisma.
So better across the board?
Yeah.
Not dex-wise, but...
I only have 14
You
decks.
can turn a creature into another creature anytime you choose. For level, the target's gain statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics in new form. It retains its alignment and personality. The target assumes the hit points of its new form. When it reverts to its normal form, the creature returns to the number of hit points it had before it transformed. If it reverts from dropping to 0 hit points, any excess damage reverts over to the normal form as long as the excess damage doesn't reduce the creature's normal form hit points to 0. It isn't knocked unconscious. The creature...
Does it tell you what happens to the equipment when I get polymorphed?
It would shift into
the creature's limited actions can perform nature of the new form.
To be fair, if you let it shift into you, then when this dragon form dies and you go back to yourself,
I'll be wearing my equipment.
you'll be wearing your stuff. If you take it off, then basically, yeah, it's...
Okay, so I just need to leave, like, my axe out.
The target's gear
And then
goes
when
into
I
the
go
more
from... So I need to leave the axe out, and when I'm walking around as a humanoid and I turn into the dragon, the axe gets absorbed in, but if I die as the dragon or the humanoid, the axe gets dropped to the ground and I just have to snap it back to me. Am I understanding that correctly? Because I have the capacity to snap it to me as long as it's on my plane.
I don't think so, because you
The
don't have
dragon's chain shape lets it choose whether to absorb or be born by the new form. So,
and as a dragon, you wouldn't have those powers.
But if he dies as a dragon,
He'd have them, yeah.
and what did you say about legendary stuff, though? Because it doesn't seem to say anything about it.
legendary resistances. It's a attribute that the adult bronze dragons have.
Yeah, but what did you say about polymorph regarding it?
Oh,
Because I didn't see any. Okay, my comment being, you don't get the legendary actions.
But do I get the legendary resistances?
Yeah, that's just normal.
yeah. This is a normal ability. The layer action stuff you don't get.
Well, I don't have a lair.
Yeah, so
I need someone to write all this. If you have an extra sheet of pepper, which is similar to paper.
I think it gets its legendary actions, because the only stuff that the legendary actions gives is the ability to do tail attacks, detect magic, and wing attacks.
No, the thing that its legendary actions does is let it act between everybody else.
Ah.
So no.
Okay.
So, Kalidan dragon-blooded?
Kalidan, the adult bronze dragon.
I also love that you're now can also play by infinite druid rules too with polymorph.
Kind of. I could do that with shape change.
Well, I mean, he has unlimited polymorphs in the dragon form.
Oh, yeah.
So he can keep turning into other things to regain hit points.
Yeah.
I'm the ultimate tank. Behold the power of dragon.
Behold the power of dragon just cheesing.
However, while it is allowed, that definitely gets quite a reaction amongst the groom. Weapons drawn. You do find out many of them have bows.
Oh, yeah. I look to the nearest one with a bow and goes, I got shot with one of those once.
If he doesn't believe him, he
Looks
pulls
you in
out
the
the
eye.
arrow.
I get it in my back, pull out the arrow. I got shot with this one.
I will take that.
Oh, this one's mine.
It was given to me forcefully in my leg.
So, luck stat.
You have 0.
0. -5
Just like
luck.
all of the NPCs. You have -5 on luck. You are not lucky.
Do I keep my mentals?
No.
No.
Nope.
You get the replacement.
Like I said, you might as well not even look at your old character sheet now.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, it's all better.
Yeah, you have your same personality, except you're smarter, more charismatic and stuff now.
And you actually have dark vision now.
My armor went down, though. That's stupid.
Yeah, your armor class will go down.
It's at
But
19.
it's just a pool of hit points before you become you again.
With all your armor.
Let's be fair.
I'm not mad about it or anything.
It's a pool of hit points before he becomes him again. But with polymorph, it's a pool of hit points before you pull hit points before you become you again.
Not mad about it. I'm still preparing their final battle. I'm aware of what they're pulling now.
Well, you didn't let me have any of my magical items, so...
This is an upgrade.
Find familiar.
Hey, you'll be able to hit me.
That'll be nice.
You'll probably be able to hit me.
On the other
I
hand-
can still cast shield, right?
No.
No.
No. You're like, no, stop
Dragon,
it. No.
Dragon needs that spell.
Yeah, you don't know that stuff.
Dragons don't have that spell.
Yeah, I was joking. Yeah. Oh, and I'm amphibious. That's nice.
Yes.
Saving
I
throws.
summon a weasel. A celestial weasel.
Also, you're one of the dragons that get double breath.
That's fine familiar.
But what do you mean a celestial weasel?
Well, you have to pick a spirit, and then it takes on an animal form.
It's either
Oh.
fiendish, celestial,
okay.
or fae.
Given where you were, I'm like, did I say some new creature type that I forgot?
It's a weasel. Because Beastmaster is the best.
So that's fair. It's
proficiency.
Same thing. I mean, not really, but close.
Yeah, weren't the weasels what were guarding his home?
Those are big weasels. Something like thunder weasels or something.
Thunder weasels.
Okay, I don't get proficiencies to any of my skills anymore either.
No.
Insight, perception, and stealth are the only things
You have
listed.
that stat block.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for what the proficiency bonus would be.
Oh, it's not going to tell you the bonus. It's going to give you the totals.
It's +5.
Yeah, it's a +5. You can,
They get the same proficiencies as everyone else.
Yeah, I just looked at the...
Yeah, you have to math it out.
It's really easy. Dex is a
Yeah, I
0, and I have a 5 saving throw on Dex. So.
Yeah. Anything else on your other days that I gave you?
something that I need to start.
do you cast Find Greater Steed?
No, not yet. We can do that later.
Well, it's just we have time and wishes to burn.
Yeah.
You could have a unicorn. I bet those are just around.
I don't want Find
no,
Speed
I-
because I can't make them go away without casting the spell to get them back.
Yeah. I've got Erich here, right? Okay. Erich, I need you for something real quick.
You need to wish combo.
I think we still have 2 days.
No, I need you to act as translator just for my own convenience sake.
2. An elemental?
Yeah, primordial.
Well, like an elemental, it's the only thing I speak that nobody else does.
Well, I don't know. Who speaks Draconic? Just him?
Still speak Torvin.
No, you don't.
I can put my belt on.
I don't.
No, your belt morphed into your other stuff.
Oh, fine. Yeah. Fine.
Though it would be hilarious if he took off that one piece, put it around his new dragon neck, so he could have the most beardy dragon ever.
Yes! It wouldn't be hair, it would be like the bearded dragon kind of beard.
More frills and
Yeah.
danglers.
Frills and spines.
That's nonsense. It would be a beard.
You don't have hair anywhere else. You don't have hair follicles.
That's what the magic items
Yeah, it's magic.
Magic hair.
Okay. So,
Actually, I'm willing to
I
give you...
cast See Invisibility. I then have my Simulacrum cast Conjure Elemental. I'm going to attempt to summon an Invisible Stalker, which is a type of air elemental. And
Okay, so see invisibility,
Yep.
fine. Then what? Then after that, it was summon a.
we're getting looks by people, right?
Oh yeah, no, you're a spectacle.
I cast Mordenkind's Magnificent Mansion.
Okay.
Okay, everybody who's casting spells come into the mansion so we don't bother people.
After we've dragoned another
You know when you're
stuff
mansion?
Yeah. And he's like, is that okay? That we spend some time in here?
I'll wait out here.
Yeah,
in
I'm
case-
waiting outside the entire time.
Okay.
It's like, keep the door open just so we can yell in if our number gets called.
Okay. Yeah, I asked my homunculus to stay outside and to come and get us in case they call our number.
Mansion will be allowed.
Okay. So, go in there, cast, have him cast Conjure Elemental to try to get an Invisible Stalker. So that's like a 6th level spell, I'm pretty sure.
And how many does he have?
How many 6th level spells does he have?
Yeah.
Same as me, 1.
1. Make a luck check.
Okay.
I'll give it...
Dawn of a new day.
19, so 17.
Yeah. You can...
Okay. I cast the invisibility on Erich too before we do it, just so he can see too. Alright, last one now. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. So, we summon an invisible stalker, and it's under the simulacrum's control, and I asked Erich, could you negotiate for me as far as ask the invisible stalker what it would like as a reward for serving faithfully?
Well, I mean, win's pretty free and easy.
Yeah, but
Like, how long? What do you want it to do?
I wanted to act as a scout for us in this upcoming conflict.
Just for a while?
Yeah, just for a while and act as a scout for us. That's what I'm asking.
I
for.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Tailstalker, would you like to go on an adventure? I'm speaking in primordial.
I know. I am just thinking of the words of what I could do, but then it just automatically gives you a success, so we're going to carry on here. It's like if I let you get those dice out, you win.
Not necessarily. My persuasion's only plus 11.
It's not me.
Not plus 16.
I seek no such thing.
Oh, have you ever had an adventure? It's great.
I've been bound upon the many.
Well, we're looking for like a mutual agreement type of situation, not like a leash and chain situation. We'd like your services, and I think it'd be a blast if you joined us. I figure you'd enjoy it.
Bob, I need the book.
But I'm writing.
Yeah, you don't need it right now.
Disagree.
I mean, it's no, that's all right, so it's probably neutral. Yeah, we're going to go and do some fun things. Like, think about what one is that? Yes, fun things. Neutral likes fun. Except lawful neutral. They like forms and paperwork.
They like bureaucracy.
They like gray. The color gray is real popular with those lawful neutrals.
Tell my wife I said hello.
Tell my
Would
wife
you go
I said,
fun
don't expect me for dinner.
is no desire. Adventure is no desire.
Oh, well, we're going to do a war, which should be a heck of an adventure.
But that is not what I do.
Oh, no, we'd want you to, like, do,
Scouting.
yeah, scouting? Yeah, scouting. Look at him speaking primordial. Look back. Yeah, scouting.
And it's like, is he asking what we want him to do? Tell him that we're going to be fighting against the mind flayers, so in scouting and killing them might be up its alley.
Okay, yeah, we're mind flayers.
That seems a many.
Oh, yeah, a whole bunch of them.
That is not what I would do.
So what are you into? What do you do?
I do my job.
What's your job?
To stalk.
Well, I mean,
Can we pay you to stop mind flayers?
You're not there.
No,
I know.
would you like to stalk mind flayers? I'm sure we could find a use for that. And if you're having fun, we're having fun.
You've put work into this idea.
Mm-hmm.
You've researched some things. I will, for that, let you make an Arcana check.
Okay.
That technically you've made on a previous day, so you can't use one of your own.
25.
But that's enough. A stalker would generally be summoned and bound for one of two purposes. To locate and kill a specific creature, or to find a specific object. Like they,
Not generally a retainer service.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he kind of doesn't want to.
Okay, so he needs to kill a specific creature or retrieve a specific object. So, and it's like, I don't think we have the ability to... I could describe a specific mind flayer that I've mind link seen, but I don't know how useful that would be to him as far as picking a target. However, as far as a specific object, the only thing that I can really think of that I know that the mind flayers would have would be one of the slod brain gems. So that could be a potential thing that we could ask that might be able to satisfy it.
So I can steal...
Not strictly the most, you know, like, because you're wanting something that is better suited towards investigation. Is that?
Yeah.
Stealth aim.
Unless there's a different elemental that I can think of that would succeed better at this task, I'd pick the Invisible Stalker because of
The invisible part.
the naturally invisible part. If not, I have now seen an invisible stalker.
Who wants to be an invisible stalker?
Well, if nothing else, I mean... So, can the invisible stalker fly?
Yeah.
Well, I asked him if they can fly.
It's literally hovering off the air at the time.
Is flying fun? I'm real close to having that ability. I can feel it.
It's
It's on the tip of my toes.
natural.
That's cool. Yeah, elementals are weird, man.
Yeah.
I've talked to a few. They are not normal. Almost no desire for adventure.
Did your Primordial come with a Storm Sorcerer?
Yes.
Okay. It's like, why do you even know that?
Because Storm Sorcerer gives it to me.
Why do you know Celestial?
Because it's ingrained in my DNA.
Literally inborn knowledge. Genetic memory.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is now we know we're doing the right job. Look at all these books at the end.
Welcome to High
I
Level
have
Play.
5! It's 5 books!
Welcome to High Level Play, Adam.
No, that is a construct, not an element.
Well, if that doesn't work, then at least having seen the invisible stalker will still give me an option to do something.
Mm-hmm.
To go be a scout yourself.
Yes. Well, not me.
You.
Yeah, other me.
No, yeah, other you.
I'd say many of you, but kind of both of you.
Yeah.
It's in the back of him.
You too.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, so he's got the.
Think about what you've done.
Do you just release the Invisible Stalker?
Let's see. I tried to think of either a specific mind flayer to act as its target as best as I can. See if it accepts that or not.
I want you to go kill a Mind Flare.
Yep. Will it also go under the proviso of retrieving the body? Or will it just kill it on the spot?
I mean, you can argue with that one way or the other. Right now, it actually does not have a way to get to it.
No, it doesn't, but I'd send it.
Basically, you're trying to bargain for one-time use.
And you're
of the
basically
scene.
just thinking of one of the relevant ones from...
Yeah, from Ludigar.
And you have some... You have a spell that I know you can do. Do you have prepared your telepathic whatever thing where you're...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can cast Rary's telepathic bond between me and that, and we can converse, and I can send it.
Yeah, you can give enough information that way where it knows which one to...
Okay.
Well, you have fun.
So I send that information to it, and I'm like, can you also retrieve the body for me? Or put it in a specific location after you've killed it.
You solve the problem, so I leave.
Yeah, did you have a specific location that you have in mind?
Just right outside Lugar's door.
And it's like, that would be at least a place that I know.
I think there's like a cat out here or something. He's leaving dead animal on my doorstep.
I mean, that's as good a place as any, I guess.
In the spot where the guy is trying to keep hidden from those specific...
yeah.
Literally his hidey hole.
Leave him in front of the Devil Temple?
No.
They probably won't mind corpses on the front lawn. They can't
They
go
literally
out.
can't get to it.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could leave it outside the Devil Temple.
And then you cast...
I cast Plane Shift to send it to the material plane.
How specific are you able to be with the destination on that one?
I can pick a one of my known teleport circles, so I could send it
To the double.
to the Devil Temple, and it's invisible.
Arrow just shows up.
I felt like I was just in heaven before this.
Bouncing between heaven and hell. Welcome.
Welcome to the half-neutral party.
Alright. So, I'm going to wait to do the other stuff until we leave heaven.
I pushed my luck too much here.
The less reputable things I could do with all these.
At least that was well, I guess that's technically an evil creature too. Whatever, so I got...
Just summon a devil up here to see what happens. Is it like throwing water on some hot coals? Just lots of steam and hissing?
Okay, and then I guess for a couple days I'm going to be setting up a planar binding circle in order to have me and the simulacrum go back and forth, and we're going to start conjuring water elementals.
I was going to say, if you do that here, some people might be a little upset about that.
Oh, yeah.
Could you not build your prison in front of us?
No, it's limited time service, and I'm willing to reward any of the
Hey,
elementals.
whoa, this isn't imprisonment. It's indentured servitude.
Because how long is the... Because the mansion is
24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
So you can't spend a couple days doing one thing in there because it resets each time.
Yeah.
There's not a way to do it in there.
And I can wait.
Okay.
I can
I'm
wait.
just trying to figure out, like... and when you walk out of it, there's the note button.
Yeah. And it's like, I can wait. We're here for something else anyhow. So, guess, wait around, is there anything...
How long does it take you to figure out that you can turn into a person? How long are you in this room as the dragon?
Probably pretty much instantly.
Dragon's pretty smart.
He's smarter than I am. 16 intelligence.
I just find a corner of the room.
That's ominous.
The same corner that the bard's in?
Sure.
Okay.
Magic Mouth. I use my wish to cast a second level spell.
Okay.
And it's going to whisper, "You're doing a great job," anytime somebody gets in that corner and does something artistic.
And the...
Somebody gets over the villain, just doing a great job. Is that allowed?
By the way, with Wish, when you cast a spell,
Yeah.
is it of 8th level?
Or below?
Yeah, 8th level or below.
Well, if you cast, like, a level 5 spell, is it in an 8th slot?
No.
You could.
I guess you could.
And it's like, if it's 8th level or below, you could just say, I cast a spell in an 8th level slot.
I'm just thinking of musically just start layering permanent illusions.
Just all over.
I can do that with my normal spell slots.
Well, yeah, you could, but I don't have that. And just, keep doing it
But that's
to
what I do.
layer a song that's just constantly playing.
I pocket my
Unfortunately, you're a
because we're
warlock.
doing stuff that
Yeah, I got crap for crap.
You don't get the good spell.
Everything over my face.
Well, just one of the days I recast Simulacrum on myself to refresh its spells.
And am I correct in understanding that I don't have access to my bag because it's currently being sucked into my other form?
Yep.
Does that mean I can't go into any portable holes, or is the bag in the other form?
It means you better not die in any portable holes.
Okay, so I can go in.
It's gone right now. It's not affecting that it's there. If you die in that portable hole, instantly there's a bag there.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I turn into a person. I turn into me, except I have hair, so I don't shave my head. My eyes are the color of copper coins, and I don't have a rock of any kind. Except over my heart I have a little rock-looking tattoo.
No beard.
No beard. Beardless.
See, I wouldn't have thought. So do you have
No
any beard?
eyebrows either.
Still has eyebrows. You psycho. Still has eyebrows.
There may be a point at one point during the war before the lead up that we might have to make a copy of you so you can talk to more people and give them pep talks.
The Simulacrum would have inspiring leadership.
Yes.
It's a great thing for him just to tell you.
might
There
be-
may come a time where I need more of you. Yes. It's not that time right now, but the time of needing more of you may come.
Oh, and totally. No, I guess I'll still be a Goliath. Screw it. Yeah. So I'm still except instead of 7 feet tall, I'm 8 feet tall. I made myself taller. And then I walk over to him and I go, "Got any pants?"
No, when you form as the dragon, you can have basic clothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I just form, just go, huh? Neat.
I've been a dragon before.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't
I
it?
guess another one of the days while we're just sitting around, I go ahead and use Wish to cast Hero's Feast.
Fine. Everyone's ignoring the fact that I'm
You don't have to
talking
eat
now.
here.
No. I acknowledge. It's like,
No, but people can pick through.
evidently,
Take what they want.
that's crazy is an inborn thing of the Goliath, not an inborn thing of the
I
dragon.
just figured all Goliaths that way.
You know for a fact they're not.
They're just weird rock talkers.
Makes sense. All objective evidence points that way.
Oh, yeah.
Except your family that they've known.
Instead of doing that,
There it is.
I can't actually do that without doing. Well, we've got time.
I never
We've got time.
expected your uncle to be a Goliath. I just assumed he was human.
What?
Adopted or something. I don't know. It never crossed my mind that he was 6 or 7 or 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
No, he's just some old dude.
No idea. It's gone forever.
That's okay. At least you didn't get his name wrong.
It's one of the D10s.
I still got a day.
I still
left,
have
right?
one though, so it's fine.
It's now a caltrip on my floor.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Yeah.
It's not a D4.
And it's not a Cal trip, it's a person trip. Don't hurt yourself that much. Are you looking for something to throw at me? Because it seems like you're looking for something to throw at me.
I'm looking for a D10.
Nah, it's probably under Ryan's chair.
Don't worry about it, Ryan.
That's where the other one was.
Yep, it is. I totally see it.
You can get it later.
That's why I
He
wanted to
he doesn't use G10s that way anyway.
Thank God he gave you permission, otherwise it would
not
be there
that I'm
forever.
out of a bag of beans.
So, were you doing something else?
Yeah.
Okay. I was I am waiting on you, right?
So this is huge, right? Or is this large?
That'd be large.
I'm going to need a huge base.
Huge is bigger.
Okay.
I believe that's huge, but I'll have to check.
Put your tiny little man in it.
You wouldn't be upside down, though.
Yeah, but I want to keep the base
very-
for when I'm people-sized.
Okay.
Because right now I'm people-sized.
That will get in the way.
No, he's just got a very fancy hat.
So
How do you deal with that Underdark Shade?
on whatever one of the days that I've got left, I'm going to.
You could just use the base when you're that, unless there's anything else that's that size on the
When
field.
you were talking to the elemental, you had 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And his comment was to save his use on the last day until after he left.
You know, in case I need it.
And you're
I
fourth
finally
day.
have a perfectly valid excuse to just use this without the little dude on it.
No, I actually don't need to do that. So I'm going to. Yeah,
Who'd you summon?
No, I have. Yeah. I have to do that because the simulacrum's not a humanoid, because it's a construct.
Polymorph it into a humanoid.
What? Can you do that?
No. Unless.
Polymorph it into a warforged, which would be a
It
humanoid.
is an object, so what can I do? Object to creature? You can turn any object into a creature of challenge rating 9 or lower, so that wouldn't do it.
You could animate them.
I feel like this last part of the game is going to take so long because of high-level play.
No, you're
I'm just
complaining about
saying.
not feeling Ryan was having fun with all of his writing. This is all that's been building up to. Is
I know.
he's sitting there playing a big game of cards, and now he gets to start laying down those hands of
Ryan
wine.
has wanted to play high-level caster for so long. He occasionally got to play it in previous... I don't believe he's gotten to play it in 5th edition at all.
Yeah.
It's like, as much as I'm like, oh, wow, I'm like, I am glad at least he's getting what he is wanted.
The creature.
I wanted
Enjoy it while it lasts.
I wanted the books. I wanted the books.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I'm not going to be able to read them.
No, you're a dragon right now.
No. I won't
The
do it.
dragons can't read.
Okay.
If you up your dragon stats when you go back to
So-
you,
Would they disappear?
yeah, your stats would not
I
affect you.
prepare shape change in my 9th level slot, and mind blink in my 8th level prepared slot.
When I get experience, does it only
I
apply to
prepared
this guy?
Simulacrum.
So leveling up the dragon.
I prepared simulacrum, and I'm going to actually be crafting the simulacrum instead of just wishing it into existence.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
He'd already gotten the components for it all.
Yep.
He knew he had the long form of incredibly intricate plan with his spell slots.
Why are you crafting it?
Why am I crafting it? So it can have an 8th level spell slot. Or a 9th level spell slot. So it can cast a 9th level spell. Because if I cast Wish, then I've used Wish and the Simulacrum doesn't get that 9th level spell slot.
So you want the other one to have Wish.
Yeah, I want it to have shape change.
Casting time 12 hours.
Yeah, it's a casting time of 12 hours though, so
Don't have to make any craft checks though.
no.
Nor does its 1500 GP material cost take like 2 months to do.
Mm-hmm. I just have to get snow and ice of quantities big enough to be a duplicate of myself.
So when I didn't check the polymorph thing. When I polymorph, do my stats drop?
Yeah, they become whatever you polymorph into stats.
Just like
Just-
15.
Yeah, so you're Goliath humanoid stats right now.
But base Goliath humanoid.
Not mine.
Yeah.
Right.
You're polymorphing, you just pull stat blocks out of the monster manual.
But you get to keep your mentals.
Okay.
With regular polymorph.
Well, with the change shape thing.
Ah.
Not with regular polymorph. Remember, your brain turned
Yeah,
into
yeah.
moth.
Yes, moth. Fisher!
Adventurer's lamp.
And as far as your polymorph as a dragon, what's your restriction as far as...
Because dragon's not using polymorph, it's using shape
Change.
change, which
Yeah,
is
you
in
can
the
change shape, not polymorph.
Oh, okay.
Shape. Yeah.
That's it.
which I wrote down change shape, and I forgot to read what it does.
That only lasts an hour.
Does it?
No, shape change only lasts an hour. That's kind of why I wanted the invisible stalker, so it would have like a whole lot of time.
Wait, when you shape changed Bob, does that only last an hour?
No, that lasts until whenever, because it's true polymorph. Shape change is different.
Oh, okay. They're both 9th level, that's why I was confused.
Yeah.
And the back of the book has your selection of people.
NPCs to choose.
Yeah, okay, I gotta do it the other way then. So, I don't do that as far as crafting the simulacrum. So, I will have to true polymorph the simulacrum into an invisible stalker.
So I can turn into anything that's 15 or lower.
Yeah. So, any beast or humanoid that's 15 or lower.
What are giants?
Not
Giants.
humanoids or beasts.
They're giants.
So they're not human.
No, but you could technically change shape into, like, the Queen of Baravan or something, if you wanted.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
What is a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Beast.
It's
Yeah.
beast and it's like
Well,
CR
12.
My thing is, I was like, maybe I could turn back into myself because I have intimate knowledge with myself and get my own strength stat back. But that's not how that works. Because, first of all, my character has a higher challenge rating than I do.
Yes.
Yep.
No, that's the whole point of the thing. You become a dragon. You are a dragon.
Yeah, I know. I just need to find a humanoid shape that's got enough strength that I can continue living my life.
Literally Hercules.
Gladiator.
Gladiator?
Yeah, look in the back of the book.
There's just one really ripped human whose stats you can take.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Nifty.
Yeah, then I will do that. I will take my simulacrum, cast True Polymorph on it to turn it into an invisible stalker, and then maintain the concentration so it's in that form permanently. Kind of like...
How long does that take?
like an hour, I think.
Okay.
Concentration up to an hour. So yeah. I do an hour, turn my simulacrum into an invisible stalker now that I've seen one, and then I'm going to go ahead and plane shift my invisible stalker self back to the material plane in order to go and explore the Mind Flayer area and tell him to beat himself up to turn back into a simulacrum of me and cast plane shift or sending or something to get in contact with me.
Wait, so
Did you also mind blank him?
He's got Mind Blank.
Oh, he has Mind Blank.
Yeah, I'll cast Mind Blank on him before he leaves.
So the Illithids can't...
Isn't that only 24 hours?
Yeah, it's only 24 hours.
he will
Okay.
not get into their area by then.
So this might be kind of douchey, but can I turn myself into an archmage and get spells?
Is he below 15?
Yeah. But I don't
Have
think...
you seen an archmage? No.
I've seen plenty.
Yeah.
Besides, I'd keep my mentals, and it probably would not be conducive.
You'd be better off pretending to be a sorcerer with those stats.
You know a sorcerer of some repute.
No, I just know two bards.
And you've known me before I was a higher CR than you.
Yes. If that would work, I'd turn into myself at a lower CR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
well,
be you?
If
when you
only
could be-
I had records of previous...
I mean, you're not
Wait.
going to allow it, so...
Does the simulacrum have teleport? But he would be an invisible stalker, yeah.
No, he would have...
So what is the goal for the sucker? I missed that.
The goal of the invisible stalker, well, the one that we sent off...
Yeah, the first one's doing its thing. I got it.
The simulacrum invisible stalker's goal was to scope out the Mind Flayer's area.
He's doing the scouting we're supposed to do, but
Keep
we're
calling it off on a minion.
Yeah.
No, I'm standing
And
on
so
a
when
chair.
was
You
the
cannot
beat
guess.
itself up thing?
Oh, the when it's actually done with its scouting to get back into contact with us, if he loses all of his invisible stalker hit points, he turns back into me, who's a spellcaster, and then he can cast spells again.
So this is true polymorph.
Yep. And it's turning a object into a creature because he's a
Oh, it's
construct.
creature into a creature.
It's creature into creature.
Oh, it's creature into creature? Then,
Yeah.
okay, that works.
Yeah, because I mean, it had to be a non-magical object, and a moving thing is certainly not non-magical.
Yeah. So creature into a creature, then I just...
Because I look at it too, I'm like, a construct?
And you have no
Yeah.
telepathic alignment with...
No, it's just as smart and
No.
Ryan-y.
No, it's not as smart and Ryan-y right now.
Oh, it's not as smart as you?
No.
It's an invisible
It's an
stalker.
invisible stalker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Which also is greatly fighting an inborn nature. It's true polymorph.
Yeah.
No, you are that thing now.
Yeah. It has an elemental nature now. It's...
It wants to go assassinate Listen.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not how this works, man.
But that's what he does. We will learn if it's effective later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Dawn of the fifth day.
The moon crashes. No, that's the different...
Fifth day. You'd be long dead by then.
Yes,
Yeah, I
the
think
world's just burning rubble.
I was like, isn't that third day?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's late. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Let's go meet God.
What?
Let's go meet God.
Meet you a god? You've already met gods.
A couple. I mean, recently. There's a couple way back that I also met.
I can think of 3 during this camp.
Just rubber stamping their names in the book.
Well,
Wait,
He's met
But-
Fharlanghn, he's met Ludic.
I didn't know he's met Fharlanghn.
Fharlanghn gave him a compass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the times Erich died.
No, that wasn't it. It was literally you guys were camped outside of your town, and he came and he camped there, and he shared a good meal, and he left behind a compass for him.
I just remember the time that he died, and he asked him if he wanted to go back or stay dead.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I got stuff to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you are invited up another flight of stairs to a room made completely of light.
To be clear, my eye isn't evil, right? Because nobody tried to shoot me, actually.
You did notice the guy that you refused to give the arrow to, giving it a inquisitive look.
Oh. I got shot before I got the eye.
Yeah.
It's a souvenir.
So you'll meet Pelor.
He didn't specifically call you out on anything. He just...
I know where my alignment lies. I fear you not. Especially the other guy. He was kind of a jerk. Just shooting people for no reason.
That was not from this court.
Yeah, that was not one of Pelor's.
He was not a nice person.
No.
Probably,
Older, bearded man. Looking at my art. Just a little like Father Christmas.
Are soul cages evil? I don't ask him, because before we go up there, I'm pulling them out into my moving around bag out of my portable hole.
Okay, so you spend time pulling them out into
Yeah, pulling out my soul coins.
the cages. You would assume so.
Well, I'm just saying that I did that in case to see if anybody was going to attack me right off the web.
I found
You
these.
do not get the feeling that anyone there comprehends what you have.
Oh, okay,
So they don't. So these people don't have an innate sense of what it is.
cool.
But you now have them in your
Yeah.
accessible bag within this plane.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't fix this. That's what the god's for.
Yeah, older man, side by side, sitting on his throne of sun.
Neat. Famed adventure, Erich Rauda. It's a pleasure to meet you, Pelor. I assume.
Of course. Yes.
Well, I get in my bag and dump these coins out. Can you fix that? They were in hell, so I figured they probably
That's
shouldn't be
not
there.
what we're here for.
No.
Yeah, but it's Eric. Did you stop him from doing the random thing?
And sort of a wave of his hands, they like scatter and shatter, and winds blow.
And it's like...
I think
Righteous.
they had something else they wanted.
Yeah.
They have an angel.
Yeah, and it's like... He's been corrupted by some sort of process. I think of the thing in order to relay it to him, because I assume he can read my thoughts.
I just assume God could read my thoughts.
So, and whatever, we've brought him here, I cast Demi-Plane to open up the one that...
Pum pum. Pum pum. Pum pum.
Is this where the compass is pointing?
Yeah, it's the Pelor.
Pelor, really interesting.
Yeah. It's like you are too close to Pelor for it to point at anything other than you could just beat Pelor. It is from this room that the heartbeat goes, as the angel lies in a mess on the floor with the blood, basically wavering in and out over top of it.
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, it made its own new blood to continue changing?
Brought blood in with it. It is not conforming to the floor. It is like thumbing with the heartbeat. Boom, 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 around it.
But, yeah, he's been corrupted, and we wanted to see if you would be able to return him to how he was before he was captured.
Or at least not smite him. He was very clear on not wanting to die.
Well, I mean, who does?
Does it want to return?
It's hard to say with its mind.
Yeah, it was pretty messed up.
I'll walk in there and talk
I
to
wouldn't
it.
trust its own way of thinking.
Yeah.
But now we've reintroduced the singing, humming thingy.
Yeah. Yeah, as much as Asmodeus was actually kind of a cool guy, the rest of hell wasn't super fun.
You say that. You say that.
Yes.
Now I have to figure out how the...
I mean, the rest of it wasn't very fun. I mean, it was kind of cool because...
Yeah, he's doing whatever he's doing. I'm walking in there and talking to her.
If you've never been to hell, that place is weird.
I'm trying to convince her that her redemption, that she could be redeemed.
Muriel, you
Just whispering sweet nothings in her ear.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince her.
I told you not to bring me here.
Too bad.
To be frank, it wasn't my decision.
Muriel, you gotta come out.
Make a persuasion check.
Please don't kill me. Persuasion check.
Who would kill me?
That dude will kill you.
23.
I think you're low. Oh yeah, you
Your
don't have
eye
double
goes
filter.
back to normal.
Do I even notice? Can I see that?
You feel pain in your eye for a while from this point, but
Does my face look funny?
Yes.
Always.
These guys. So, can I get a replacement for that?
perhaps. Wait in there. And he gestures off to one of the side rooms between a few of the angels.
Okay.
Okay. It's a small, what at least at a first appearance appears to be a small library.
Neat.
Cushions, sitting area.
That's the other thing that I needed to do during our downtime.
Write more spells down.
No. Research the plane frequency
So you can come back here?
so I can figure out how to plane shift here. Yeah.
Can I shape change myself into a smaller dragon?
Yeah.
Probably.
That is not a
Beast or humanoid.
Yeah, it's a dragon.
No,
So no.
Yeah, no.
No.
It's like, because that would be really useful, because my only issue is that I'm big. I don't care that I'm a dragon. I'd be fine being a little dragon.
That's his fault. He could have turned you into one of the kids.
I don't want to turn into one of the kids. I need to be able to change.
You've got a bunch of special abilities for being that age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
It's like, do you want me to try to?
I mean, I could turn into a werebear.
Yeah. Do you want me to try to drag them out, or?
That room of yours within... You didn't have anything else other than her in there.
No.
That room is now destroyed from within as the edges tear open, and that room is basically brought into this plane.
No.
That
Slowly
particular
walk
plane
backwards
is
as
gone.
his blood sloshes across the floor.
No,
The blood doesn't slosh. The blood is basically pounding in around her.
Well, the room and the walls are gone.
It wasn't out to the walls.
Oh.
It was a small amount. It was like the room was dry, and the blood had all congealed into this mass that was sitting on top of her.
Yeah,
It was not being affected by the gravity of the room.
Yeah. She's like this boil thing
Yeah.
that's sitting on my room. That's not gone.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I wanted to destroy it anyhow.
Yeah, no, he's like, yeah.
So, can there anything be done to help Muriel?
The first thing is the blood sort of just, vaporizes. And so with that thumbing stops. I think it is beyond a desire for redemption.
I'm still trying to convince her to reach for it.
Make a persuasion check.
Yay! I get a persuasion check with my super high charisma dragon. No, that's perception. That didn't help. 13! I'm not good at it.
No, you're not.
I don't suppose I get a bonus for where I'm at. Like, you could totally get redemption. Look where you are.
No, if anything, it would be a negative. She is literally at the point where she feels that it is her torment.
If not, I just say we drop her on the material plane and have her do whatever.
Yeah, sure. That's not completely irresponsible at all.
Well, it's not killing her, and she wants to just be.
Yeah, this is way more. That's super irresponsible.
Meh.
When you drop people on Earth, you're now responsible for their behavior because you released a demon on Earth.
Not a demon, a neutral entity.
No, pretty sure
Devil.
she wouldn't do very well.
Devil.
Has her alignment actually hit evil?
Thank you for trying. And she goes silent. But it shall not suffer longer, at the very least.
Is there anything that we could have done?
Not ignore its wishes?
I think for as corrupt as you are, the fact that you had a heart to try means something.
That's not corrupt, he's only neutral. And a necromancer.
And still hoarding soul coins.
Coins and corpses and yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
like you said. Yes, he knows your mind. He knows what's in there.
Yeah.
And the things that you're worried about, he's like,
I, on the other hand, have a mission from random outside planar entity that says, go start this war. It's supposed to happen. Hasn't happened yet. Go do that.
No.
Okay, planar entity.
This is. He knows that. I know that I'm completely at his mercy.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm just pretty confident he's not just going to wipe me out of existence on a whim.
Yeah.
he's like, I chose this one on purpose.
Yep.
I'm just like, where there's like this.
There are some good aligned deities out there who are like, what are you doing in my realm?
Mm-hmm.
How dare thee?
Alright.
I wrote down the stuff for the gladiator thing, but I just wrote down the stats for it because it's basically just my strength before I can turn into a dragon.
Yeah. Anything else with the three of you?
Well, I don't think that I need them anymore. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull out all my soul cages and say get rid of these as well.
He'll free those as well, yeah.
Yeah, these need to go to their own afterlives.
Don't make Pelor guilt trip you. Just look at you with that disappointed face.
He seems pleased.
Not pleased enough to give you anything, but pleased.
I mean, he could also really demand all of the corpses be put to proper rest. I mean...
Sure, we're dealing with Pelor here. That is...
Yeah, he absolutely believes he can, but he also sees what you are doing, and he is hopeful that once the end is reached, that, you know...
Since he knows anyway, I go ahead and think to him kind of the situation with the staff that I'm having built. So it's going to be not even... It's going to be creating fake corpses, and I won't...
Going to God, is this evil?
And he's like, I'm going to be making fake corpses, so it won't even be real people anymore.
So he's necromancing his way out of using corpses.
Yeah.
The impact upon the world is certainly better as such. But it is no nicer of an act.
No.
Those do not come out of nothingness.
No, they
Those
I'm actually
stretched from the abyss.
Yeah, and it's like I have an inkling of where they're going to be coming from.
I guess, good God, is the Raven tricking me into doing something horrible, or is this all a good idea?
He pauses and he thinks for a while. As he sort of assesses what you're doing, he's like, I do not see good at the end of your path.
Oh.
But I do not see that it is any more evil than where things are. I do
Now,
not...
technically, is there more evil than when we started? With the two new evil gods. Oh, okay.
Yeah. My request
low
is,
power, man.
I'm like, my uncle went through a tragic event. Can you help his mind not break as mine once did?
I turned you as once.
I think you've already done that.
Cool.
Before we
Yeah,
leave,
then I don't need
since you know of the endeavor that we're going on as far as trying to free the Duragar and the
Stop touching me.
gift from the Mind Flayers, is there anybody that you would suggest that we go to so that maybe somebody on the good side of things could play a part in this?
Hey, you want a coin to join a war? Make it a holy war?
Dave's fault.
You have tied many into this already.
I figured we'd at least offer
To bring those of righteousness into it would cause more suffering, not less.
I see. So this is...
You pit the forces of evil against evil. Do not tie yourself in to them. Let the end results be and walk away from it. Because good will come. For right now, it is merely again, as it has ever been, evil destroying evil.
Ah, yes. Heaven's lazy plan. If we ignore them long enough, they'll go away.
Well, to be fair,
It's really kind of the idea of,
that's kind of worse.
it's really kind of the idea of I'm not necessarily feeling like I have to get involved. No, there is no good here. But it's evil things killing other evil things. It is
And
not,
as we've
there is
seen
nothing here to defend. And in all honesty, it is more natural evil things destroying less natural evil things. So,
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
So, on the layers of evil things, more natural evil things better than less natural evil things?
Well, yeah,
Then
obviously.
You know what's kind of disappointing? It would have been fun if she had met Pelor first. Lady in the Lake.
Well, then, say that being the case, and I understand your reasoning, is there anything that we can do to bring it to I guess a better conclusion?
I'm going to guess murder all the unnatural evil things, which is...
I'm asking him with his semi-omniscience, kind of like, is there something that we might miss that might bring out a better outcome than not?
All I really can say is do not feel that the depths and the places you have to take yourself in order to accomplish what you are doing define who you are moving forward from that.
Oh, no. Oh,
you
no.
can set aside
this adventure.
the person you become to accomplish vast goals. You can still be simple. You can still be kind.
He's like, except for you. You've actually
Hold on a
improved. You just
second.
keep doing what you're doing.
Hold on a second. While I'm here.
You know, while I'm in the room.
Yeah. Can you restore my missing memories?
Oh yeah, there's God here. Can you heal my brain?
Do I have to pay for that service?
Make a persuasion check.
Oof.
I mean, since you're not doing anything with your divine power, obviously.
You start casting spells on yourself to convince him.
8.
8.
That's pretty good.
15.
-2.
I could.
It wouldn't even be hard for me.
You had to use May, man. Will you? May you?
Could I
Apparently, Pelor
You
is
You
like
could ask.
my second grade teacher.
I will not do that today.
Asking for bathroom breaks.
Quite the
Perhaps, if you find yourself as a better man, perhaps one day.
Come back here if you ever alignment change to good.
I think we're in the right plane for that.
No, the best.
No, you're in the right plane to never want to leave.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm not running those rules because I stuck you here for 5 days already.
Yeah.
And it's based on when you're long rest, so I just put you in a palace where you didn't have to. You thought of leaving, by the way. And it's the palace that grants that, not the plane. Which would have been the greatest if you, the adventurer, decides you never want to leave the place. And they have to, like,
At the very least,
dispel
there's
you.
going to be a god coming and going, no, you can't have him.
Fharlanghn shows up and like, do you have any idea how long I've worked on this kid?
What are you doing?
This is his
in
12th
your
life.
library room.
Any interesting books?
Lots of books.
Any of them about me?
You're scanning the spines for Erich Rauda.
Wow. Looking. And the three of you?
Well, I didn't have anything else that I can think to ask him at the moment.
We came here to try to help an angel. Did that angel die?
Yeah.
Well, technically obliterated, probably.
Yeah. He just ended. Well, no, it
It was
was
unmade.
peace.
Yeah.
It's technically there on the floor.
In
just-
peace. A little over there,
It just,
a little over there.
no, in peace.
Yeah.
It
Granted,
relaxed. He granted peace
Oh.
with its passing. It removed suffering. It's basically what he decided to do.
What would have I had to roll to save that thing?
A bajillion.
No. I don't know what your bonus is. I don't know. if
Plus
you could-
4.
I don't think you could have gotten it then.
Could have I.
Because you needed 25.
Oh, I could have easily.
I might have reconsidered if you got really close, but... Especially if you're like, natural 20 and then you said 24, I might have...
He just
Like,
like,
no,
not bad. Sucks to be you, nerd.
But yeah, I guess I'll finish up.
Well, nice talking to
I
you.
mean, it's like, thank you. But if we need to, whatever, I'll talk to you if we need to see you again for something.
Of course.
Yeah, slowly leave God's realm without being greedy and just asking for random boons. I think he gets that all the time.
I'm going to finish my
You
research
all
so I at
ask
least
for
know.
random boons.
I didn't.
I'm at least going to finish my research so I know what the plane shift materials and vibration frequency are before we leave.
Just get some
You have time.
Just
Yeah.
shift it.
You're
on
now
the
down
gateway.
in the waiting room waiting on Erich.
I mean, there's a go gate. Just take a piece off.
Just rip cold out of them.
What are you doing? I'm getting the copper out your walls.
Alright, crackhead. You want to get kicked out of Elysium? This is how you get kicked out of Elysium.
I don't want to leave. I want all the comfort. I need my fix.
Light of the suns, light of the moons.
Neat.
The proper forms of combat. The long and winding road.
Bam. You got me in 3.
What, long and winding road?
That sounds like something about me.
It's 100% not.
Moves forward about halfway through as you start opening it.
Well,
And
I'm
an image.
not going to argue with that.
To which an image of, in fact, a winding road is drawn. And
Each page
A
is just a
mildly-
different picture of roads.
a mildly familiar man is walking forward on it.
Magic picture books are pretty cool.
Until he reaches the forward of the page and reaches his hand around and starts to pull himself out.
I mean, let him get some room.
You have a pencil sketch appearing version of the man you met outside of Ryan's home who forgot his compass.
Oh, so like take on me?
The music video.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, I don't know that.
Look it up.
Aha. Aha.
Don't know that one.
Yeah. It sort of pulls himself up. You make your way to some interesting people.
Yeah. It's been a pretty good time. Enjoying the compass, by the way. It's super nice.
Very good. Many have before you, and I hope when the time is right, you find others to enjoy it beyond you.
That's a good point. I had not thought about giving it away to anyone yet.
When
But
the
I
time is
could.
right,
But I could.
and you'll know when that time is. And he'll sit and he'll small chat about some things.
Pelor's in the other room.
Yes, he called me.
Oh. That's cool.
Now, are any spiders climbing down the walls?
There are not.
Freya, is Fharlanghn neutral or good?
Well, fine. I tell him a
Yeah, I guess
story
so.
of the journey I've been on. It's been a heck of a trip.
He reminds you of some details.
Some of which didn't happen.
Yes. That's true. I do remember that. You know, I thought it was only one dragon, but you're right. Might have been 3.
Remember that time we killed some lady's dogs in front of her?
That doesn't sound like something I do.
It was totally something you did. She kept looking at you evilly.
I don't remember that.
I wanted to kill her.
Yeah, I feel like he was the one that chose to keep her alive.
She was
She was the cursed giant.
Oh, yeah. That's you guys were mean there. You were trying to
I
murder-
wasn't mean.
You were trying to murder that lady.
Yeah, Ryan really wanted to murder that lady. But we did kill her dogs in front of her.
But you guys convinced me.
Well, they
that
were hostile.
You guys
Yeah.
convinced me it was the dog's fault and not hers.
Yes.
I don't remember any of this.
Those dogs were hoarding gold and robbing people.
It must have been when I wasn't here. I must not have been there for that episode of Insanity.
I'm thinking you've been here for all of them, but okay.
Nah, I must have missed that episode.
They killed some of my deep gnomes.
And eventually, Pelor walks in, joins you on a cushion.
Pelor, Fharlanghn, Pelor.
What are you bet?
Just, thought I should do some introductions in case you two have never seen each other in person.
I believe he came out of my bookshelf.
Yes.
I took offense to what you said. So I gave it time. And I decided perhaps I should charge you with a mission.
Which offense? Was it the coins?
No, that was actually quite kind. I don't
Also, why are you hitting
appreciate
things with fences?
the power that you have given to those with evil intent.
Well, that was kind of my fault. I want to shirk the duty there because I literally didn't, but also at the same time, it was kind of me.
Well, that's the problem with being the center of everything. You are the
Yeah.
center of everything. Everything is your
That's
fault.
Have you
On the
seen
bright
others?
side, like I said, Asmodeus wasn't as big of a jerk as he could have been. So
And we will keep him in check. But it is more work now than it would have been otherwise.
Well, that's part of the adventure.
So, you also have some work of your own. Have you, looking at Fharlanghn back, along your journeys, met anyone perhaps weaker than you?
yes, I mean,
By the power
A
of
lot
good,
of
I
them.
charge you to guard those who are weaker than you. It is your responsibility. And with it, a new make. He grabs around your eye, where you'd ask, and it starts to burn. It starts to burn like the sun. It starts to burn like you'd never imagined. You start to feel yourself becoming ash.
I don't have fire resistance.
Like, anymore?
No, I didn't. I have cold resistance instead. I'm special type.
Neither fire nor radiant. And this is actually radiant.
I certainly don't resist that.
I do. Oh,
You
yeah.
do now.
As you are now no longer a type.
You are a protector Aasimar. Because you asked for something to replace the eye,
These stats.
and he burned away your diabolic appearance, and you are now a protector Aasimar.
The best
Hey.
part is when you go back to the princess and you're yet something else.
So, funny story.
This time it was Pelor.
Did you marry her?
Not yet. And maybe not ever. I mean, that would require me to both do the war, survive the war, and then also willingly go back.
Yeah, he's super weaseling out of it.
Not on purpose.
And we can deal about them meeting you next time. Join us for that. Oh wait, no, you get experience, y'all. What was it? Let's kick this up. Let's do 8,000.
Alright. Is that, do I get experience too?
Your actual form will continue to be experienced because I am nice, and I'm not going to decide that while you're a dragon, you stop getting experience at all in your normal form, because that would be a jerk thing to do. Although, I have to point out, it totally crossed my mind as a way to punish you for being a dragon.
This is not my fault. I got polymorph. I'm just saying, if I start off as a level 1 dragon where I now have 8,000 experience, alright, I'm just going to start leveling up. No. This dragon is also a fighter. This dragon is a monk.
Anyways, join us for next time for more. Bye.